You're laughing, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. And when you're crying, you bring on the rain. So stop that sign, be happy again. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. There are smiles that make us happy. There are smiles that make us blue. There are smiles that steal away the teardrops as the sunbeams steal away the dew. And there are smiles that have a tender meaning that the eyes of love alone may see. And smiles that fill my life with sunshine, all the smiles that you give to me. Oh, there are smiles that make us happy, and there are smiles that make us blue. There are smiles that steal away the teardrops as the sunbeams steal away the dew. And there are smiles that have a tender meaning that the eyes of love alone may see. And smiles that fill my life with sunshine, all the smiles that you give to me. Oh, you know there are smiles that make us happy. There are smiles that make us blue. There are smiles that steal away the teardrops as the sunbeams steal away the dew. There are smiles that have a tender meaning that the eyes of love alone may see. And the smiles that fill my life with sunshine, all the smiles that you give to me. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, tomorrow, you'll see the sun come shining through. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile. You just although your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fears and sorrow, smile, maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining. Your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. What's the use of crying? You'll find life is still worthwhile.
My dad was a Pickens County sawmiller from sort of western Pickens County. And so he was born in 1928, grew up on a farm in a sawmill, and hard-working, solid guy, best guy I've ever known. Eventually, after Mom and Dad moved to Tuscaloosa, Dad began having some memory troubles and actually came to Carrying Days. And this was not when Carrying Days was here in this new building. This was when Carrying Days was in the Easter Seals building over by DCH. But it doesn't matter where Carrying Days is, the people of Carrying Days were the people of Carrying Days. And so Dad had a wonderful time at Carrying Days. He came for about 4 years, and he painted while he was at Carrying Days. We had no idea he could paint. I mean, we didn't knew he had any artistic talent at all. And lo and behold, he did. And so George Parker, who was a retired artist here in Tuscaloosa, started the art program at Carrying Days. And my mother said, "Oh, Lester's not going to do that. He didn't like art, didn't really care about it." Well, he really, really enjoyed it, and it sort of gave him himself back. You know, he enjoyed it so much, and he could tell his story through the art. You know, at a time when he was having a hard time telling it other ways. So Dad painted paintings like that blue jay there, like this flamingo. That's one of Vicki Kerr's favorites. And my mother and we could not believe it. He brought home a piece of art one day, and Mother said it was his first painting. Mother said, "Lester, who gave you that?" And he said, "I did it myself." "You did? Did you trace it? We need to write a thank you note." "I did it. That's my bird. I did it." So he was so proud of himself. Well, he painted over 100 pieces, and just incredible pieces of art. But the most important part was that it gave him back himself, and it gave us back him. And it enabled us to have a relationship with him when, you know, he was struggling to do that. And so we became believers in the power of art, you know, to sort of restore someone's personhood and the relationships that accompany that. And it could be any art. It could be music. Music is well known as a bringer back of relationships and personhood. But it can be dance and poetry and drama and you know, art, visual arts, all kinds of things. And so Caring Days does a lot of that here. So in honor of, and in memory of Dad, we've started a foundation called Cognitive Dynamics, which is a nonprofit foundation. And the mission of that foundation is to use the various arts, creative arts, expressive arts, to help people living with dementia and their care partners, and to also use that as an educational tool for students. And so we started the Bringing Art to Life program, and that's what we've been a part of here. And so Bringing Art to Life basically is a class at University of Alabama. It started there. It's been going on for 12 years now. And we have 15 students in a semester, and we have 5 people that are our new partners living with dementia. And we have fun with art therapy for an entire semester like we've had with y'all. And we also learn about art therapy, the various expressive therapies. We learn about dementia. We learn about personhood. What does it mean to be a person? You know, that, you know, we're people despite of what we're dealing with. We remain people, and that's the same with dementia. So we focus on that in relationships. And we do a little philosophy. We watch some videos. We read some papers, read some science. But the goal really is to have relationships with each other, see everybody as a person no matter what you're dealing with, and continue to value those lives. They're very special. And so in order to do this, we're ingratiated to a bunch of people. We're thankful for a bunch of people that help us do this. Amy Brown, a very important part of this course, is our art therapist. And so she comes down every Friday and she plans the art activities and she guides us through that. She processes us. You know, part of the creating of art is that it makes us think of things about our childhood. It makes us have memories that well up. And those memories can be processed in there. And so Amy helps us do that. And so she's wonderful, and we're so thankful for her. She could not be here tonight, but she sends her regrets and her best wishes to everyone. Of course, Vicki Kerr and LaDerrick Smith and the staff of Caring Days, this wouldn't be possible without y'all. We just can't thank you enough, LaDerrick, for the opportunity to come down here. Let's give LaDerrick a hand. Vicki also. LaDerrick, I don't know if you want to say a few words or at this point, or if you... Okay, all right. If your spirit moves you later, you come up here and just say a few. But we're so thankful. LaDerrick was an intern at Caring Days when my dad came to Caring Days back in 2001, and so we've had a friendship for a long time, and consider him a real part of our family. And still, my mother loves LaDerrick. We all do. He's a wonderful fellow, and he has a heart for caring for folks, and of course y'all know that, and it sort of colors everything around here. And so everybody follows that. Vicki Kerr as well. Dr. Rebecca Allen is in the Department of Psychology at the University of Alabama and Alabama Research Institute on Aging, and she's one of the teachers for the class. She couldn't be here tonight either. She sends her regrets. Her group has done research on the program, and we've published the results of that. And we know that one of the primary things it does is it builds empathy in young people. It makes them empathetic for people living with dementia, for caregivers, for people that are elderly. And so we know that it does that, and we're thankful that it does that. Dr. Ann Holly-Tierney is also one of our guest faculty. She's over at the College of Medicine here in town. This is geriatrician. And she could not be here and sends her regrets. Later tonight, you will see some books that the students have made for you all. And we use lifebio.com to produce the books. This is a company based out of Ohio that honors life stories by preserving them digitally, via books, etc. And so we've been working with them for several years. Angel Duncan is the Expressive Arts Therapy Director for our foundation, and she helps plan the art activities and help to found the course. And she can't be here, she lives in Florida, but we honor her as well. The West Alabama Area Agency on Aging comes down and does the virtual dementia tour. So they take the students through a virtual dementia experience here at Caring Days, and it helps the students to develop empathy. And so we're thankful to them, and they're a great resource in town if you don't know about them. Linda Everman and Don Wendorf are also faculty and board members at Cognitive Dynamics. Our friendship with Linda and Don goes back several years. Both of these folks have been and are care partners for several family members. They went on from their care partnerships to be advocates of really international recognition in the field of Alzheimer's and dementia, and especially in advocating for research, for finding cures, for the use of the expressive arts, and for the spirituality of dementia and dementia care, and have published on that. And Linda has founded several national organizations of dementia advocacy. And so these folks over here, who are just as humble as they can be, they have really been movers and shakers and continue to be in the world of dementia care. And I'll let Linda say a little bit more about that in a sec. Gaines Brake on music. We are thankful for Gaines. He's a member of our foundation board and an elder care attorney. And if those of you that don't know about elder care attorneys, elder law attorneys, they're very important. In our own situation as caregivers in our family, we have utilized their services, and they have guided us through this journey. And so they're very important. Our Cognitive Dynamics Foundation board, some of our members are here. We've already mentioned some of them. And Lavanda Wagenheim is also a member of our board, sitting right here. She is a teacher in town. And are you still the head of the International Baccalaureate program at the Tuscaloosa Magnet Middle School? And so Lavanda actually helped write a curriculum called Let Me Be Your Memory, which was a life story curriculum for middle school students. And those middle school students went home over the holidays and interviewed elderly family members, captured those memories. If you can capture memories, it's a wonderful thing. You know, if you can have young people in relationships with older people capturing those memories and honoring those, it's just a beautiful thing. And then last but not least, my wife Ellen Potts, right here, who is the Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity Tuscaloosa, who is also my partner in advocacy. Between Ellen and me, we've had 8 family members who've been living with dementia. And so Ellen started out as a childhood caregiver, and we've continued to advocate together and do talks together and write together. And listen, everything I do is in partnership, you know, with Ellen, and so I'm thankful to have her here as well and by my side on these things. So we've got a lot of folks that I wanted to mention here for y'all. I want to mention now our incredible students at the University of Alabama who are a part of this program. Most of them now are junior psychology majors, but not all of them. Some of our speech and communicative disorders majors, and we have some others. But I have really been impressed over the years with these students. The quality of these students, the heart of the students, the intellect, the communicating ability, and just the passion to do something good, you know, to really be involved in something larger than themselves and to make a difference in the world. You know, we call people like this architects of change. So these folks will be architects of change for the rest of their lives. And so I really mean that. And I've seen them in action. You know, I've read what they've written about all of this. I've heard their comments. I've seen them interact with our friends. They're outstanding folks, and you know, I'm just thrilled to know them, and I'm thankful that they've been involved with this semester. And so I just want, when I call out the groups, I want y'all to stand up real briefly, and we're going to recognize y'all. So working with Miss Upshaw, who's unable to be here tonight, is Abby Bird, Princess Brantley, and Dina Alshara. Dina cannot be here, but y'all give Abby and Princess a hand. Working with Mr. Art back here, Savannah Kimsey, Jocelyn Kim, and Blake Peoples. Working with Miss Delilah Brown, who could not be here, Anna Hill, Kelsey Spence, and Levi Cleveland. Working with Miss Carol back here, we have Catherine Spadola, Brianna Southern, and Azim Hussein. Azim also worked with Johnny. So one of the things that we do is we actually, Azim, stand up, stand up. We're gonna do it. And stay standing, because I'm going to call on you again in a minute. But one of the things that we do, don't get nervous, stay standing. So one of the things, I'm using you as an example. So one of the things that we do, we're flexible here. So everybody is in everybody's group, really. So if somebody's not there one day, we fill in. And we all wind up knowing each other and really being in everybody's group. But so with Mr. Johnny back here, we have Azim, Madison Reynolds, Katie Smoot, and Reese Sharp. So we really enjoy being with these students. Now, for the recognition that is very, very special, we have our amazing, we call them participants. They're just our friends, you know. They're folks that are here at Carey Days that we've gotten to know this semester and to love and appreciate and honor. And we have a couple of them that cannot be here tonight. Miss Alice Upshaw, who you see here, she had a fall, and she's okay, but she was unable to come tonight, and we really miss her. And our students have got some things that they're going to record for her. Mr. Art back here. Let's give Mr. Art a hand back here. Mr. Art Olson back here. And his family. Miss Delilah Brown could also not be here tonight, and so we honor her in absentia. And then we have Miss Carol back at this table and her family. Carol Gallagher. And then we have Mr. Johnny, Mr. Johnny Lawrence at this table. So you folks are what we're here for, and so we want to honor you tonight, and we want to let you know how much we appreciate you and you sharing yourselves with us this semester. It's been very, very special. So what I would like to do, Linda, would you come up and make a mention about one of the special gifts? So we have gift bags the students have gotten together for y'all, and you'll learn more about those in a minute. One of the things that's in a gift bag is a quilt, a person-centered quilt for each of you. And so Linda Everman is going to mention briefly what the significance of the quilts is, who made the quilts, etc. And also tell a little bit about the stamp, because it's very important.
Thank you.
Put it close to your mouth.
Do you think that we could show Miss Alice's quilt?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Would one of y'all get Miss Alice's quilt out?
Yeah. So there are a lot of lovely surprises in these gift bags, but one of the surprises is a personal, open it all the way out, a personalized handmade quilt for each of our participants. And the quilts were sent to us by our friends from the University of California, San Diego. Well, there is the Alzheimer's Quilt Project, and it's housed at UCSD. It's housed in a consortium that is called the Alzheimer's Cooperative Research Study. And this group was founded in 1991 by the National Institutes of Aging in collaboration with the University of California to coordinate research projects that led to prevention and treatment of Alzheimer's and related dementias. So the program has been going on since 1991, and about 15 years ago, a friend of mine who was the recruitment manager also happened to be a quilter, and she said, you know, we have so many people who are participating in research, but a quilt is something that is comforting, nurturing. It's an investment in hope. And what if we gave our persons who are living with dementia, who are volunteering to be in a research, whether it's for a therapeutic drug or the effect of the expressive arts, any type of research. What if we gave them a handmade quilt to show them our gratitude? And so the quilt project started, and the quilts, so many of them are they're made by quilters all over the country. And many of the quilters themselves were caregivers for loved ones. So it's meaningful for them as well. It's an investment in time. Something like this, and I'm a quilter, I could work, say, 6 to 8 hours a day or a week to make this quilt top. So it isn't a trivial gift. And all of these are handmade. So we wrote to our friends. The students gave us information on each of our friends here, favorite colors, hobbies, what their professions had been. And our friends in San Diego picked out and sent us quilts to give as gifts tonight. So we're very thankful for that.
That's great. Awesome.
And now I'm going to tell you, the students heard this when we came to speak, but this is the Alzheimer's semi-postal stamp. We have 4 semi-postal stamps in the United States. A semi-postal is a fancy word for awareness and fundraising. Every year, there are probably 150,000 requests for stamps. So getting any stamp is really very difficult. Getting a semi-postal stamp, this one took 20 years to get. So my friend Kathy Siggins, who was also a caregiver, she was 37 when her husband was diagnosed with dementia, and they both worked at the Postal Service. In 1999, she started the campaign for the Alzheimer's stamp. In 2017, we went to Johns Hopkins for the unveiling of the stamp. So for instance, you buy a sheet of stamps, the going price is $12.60. This sheet of stamp costs $15, and the extra $2.40 goes to the National Institutes of Health for dementia research. So in the time that we've had the stamp, we've raised over $1.3 million for research. We only have it till 2027, but and we're having a hard time getting the word out. Very easy to order online, so the Alzheimer's semi-postal stamp. Thank you.
What you didn't say was that there wouldn't be an Alzheimer's semi-postal stamp without Linda Everman and without her friend Ms. Siggins that helped her, Kathy Siggins, that helped her do this. And they visited, they were on the Hill all the time visiting, with Congress folks, and it eventually paid off. So you can do something, you can make a difference, if you're passionate about it. So what we're going to do to finish off here, y'all, is we're going to honor each of our friends, our participants, and the students are going to come up and are going to each say something about how much the experience has meant to them this semester, and to tell you a little bit about how much they appreciate the opportunity. And then when they're done talking, they're going to grab a gift bag and bring it to you and take out a couple of the things that are in there. And a couple of the things that are in there that I want them to take out are the books that they created for you from Life Buyout. Do we know if Dina's going to be here? Is she probably not? Okay. So we're just going to go in the order that I laid them out here tonight, and we're going to honor our people that are not here just as if they were here, because they really are here. Because when people are gathered to honor somebody's personhood, even if they're not here, they're here. Okay? And so that's what we've been talking about this semester. And I really believe that. So we're gonna start out by honoring Miss Alice Upshaw, who is not with us tonight, but is with us tonight.
I'm Abby. Working with Alice this semester has been definitely a treat for me. I'd say that she taught me patience above all. Having patience for myself and her and just others in general. to be able to create art and not push her to do something that she wasn't ready to do if she was uncomfortable, and to really lean into her bad days when she wasn't feeling herself, to be able to pick her up and carry us all through that. I think that by being able to laugh with each other and create light out of any moment, we really had a lot of breakthroughs with Alice. So it was a great experience for me.
Yeah, for sure. Hey. Well, my name is Princess, and we had a great time with Miss Alice. She truly had us laughing every Friday morning. I don't know how many of y'all laugh in the morning time, especially on a Friday when you just kind of want to sleep in. But she was a joy to spend our Friday mornings with, for real. And also, she didn't do too much art on her own, but she did also like talk to us and give us a lot of life lessons. She even tried to like set me up with a husband. Trying to get my life together for me. But she definitely like taught me that you never stop learning. You know, you learn things throughout your life and then you continue to take them with you. You never truly like lose who you are. You know, no matter how old you get, no matter what the circumstances are, you're always you at the end of the day. And I really appreciated being able to come on in here on Friday mornings and learn her, and she learned me, and we kind of became best friends, if you ask me.
Why don't y'all do this? Why don't y'all grab her gift bag and let's bring it over here and let's pull out one of the books and just kind of open that up. And I mean, we can't see it that well from the back, but I want you to see the cover of the book. And yeah, so this is Alice's book. So if y'all can see that, it has photos of her in it, photos of the experience, things that the students have written about her, including poetry and other stories about Alice. And got her artwork in there. Oh yeah, show some of her.
So she painted this one almost entirely by herself. She painted this one almost entirely by herself. But this was pretty much the first time Miss Alice truly took the lead and picked her colors. She picked up a brush and she just was in the zone. We were talking to her and she couldn't even hear us for a second. But she truly like showed us like what her heart actually is in this painting.
And what does it say in there?
It says loving, fun, funny, kind, and strong, because she made us laugh. She got through those hard times. She's the sweetest woman. And she also like made us feel like family, so she was so loving towards us.
That's beautiful. Let's give these ladies a hand. We're missing Dina Alzheimer, who cannot be here tonight, and she's very sorry to be here, but she was very much a part of all of this. And so we honor Miss Alice, and we'll consider her our friend. All right, thanks, guys. So, Mr. Art's group, y'all come on up here. Mr. Art Olson.
Hi everyone, I'm Savannah. Just want to say, Mr. Art, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for participating with us every Friday. I think the most important thing you taught me was how to be present. I feel like I always have trouble with thinking about a ton of things at once, and every Friday when I came here, it was just being present in the moment, laughing and having a great time. So thank you, Mr. Art.
Hi everyone, my name is Jocelyn Kim. I just want to say, Mr. Art, it was a pleasure working with you. The Fridays is the one thing that I look forward to the most throughout the week. You have been such a funny person, you're a great storyteller, and I hope to one day love something as much as you love TV.
Hi, I'm Blake. So I really don't know how to put into words how special of an experience this was for me. So I thought a lot about what I wanted to say, and if you're my classmate, you kind of like got a brief synopsis on this. But so I thought I would talk about the word champion for a second, because that's a word I love to dissect, and I will talk about it forever if you give me the opportunity. But for me, champion, when you hear that, it's very one-dimensional for a lot of people, and you only think like, oh, they won an Olympic medal, a swim meet, a national champion. But for me, especially since I'm involved in athletics, I love to think about champion as the daily struggles and the daily battles and any like hard thing we overcome every single day. So I just want to thank Mr. Art for bringing that back to life for me. It's been a long time since I thought about champion, and so I just thank you for being a champion and showing me how I'm a champion again, and my classmates, my teacher, and just everything about the program.
All right, y'all take Mr. Art's stuff over there and show him his book for a second.
Yeah, sorry about the bag. I kind of thought.
Let's see Mr. Art's quilt too.
Yeah, can y'all pull out Mr. Art's quilt also and show us that?
Oh, yes, yes.
By the way, this frame that Mr. Art and his students made, we use that to frame this little photo right here, Mr. Art's frame, okay? So he was a framer. He's a framer.
Really good.
See, Mr. Art made this frame.
He made that frame for his group. Yeah, isn't that cool?
This one. This is the frame that you made. It's awesome.
Like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
How about you?
All about you.
Here's a TV remote. Here's you catching some rays in the sun. Yeah.
Messed up.
Yeah, it is.
And Libby, they lived down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Stella.
You ran Santa Claus.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, the twin. Exactly. Exactly.
Both of my neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his name. That's when we're Santa Claus. And there's us in the class doing some art.
How about a hand for Mr. Art Olson, his family, and his students? We appreciate working with you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ms. Delilah Brown could not be here tonight, but we're going to ask her students to come up and tell you about the experience with Ms. Delilah.
Hi, my name is Levi, and I would just like to say, working with Miss Delilah, absolute delight. She is the sweetest little lady I've ever met in my entire life. She's caring, she's funny, and she is probably the greatest dresser I've ever seen on this planet. And you can see there her little dress, color matching and everything. She dressed like that every single Friday. Always a pleasure to come in and see her cute little outfits. Like we said, unfortunately she can't be here, but if she was, I would just like to say to her, thank you so much for working with us. We really appreciate it, as much as you appreciated working with us.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Hi, I'm Kelsey. I had the honor of working with Miss Delilah this semester. Going into the semester, I was extremely nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but after the first meeting with Miss Delilah, all of my worries melted away, and it turned into a motivation to be able to give to her what she was giving to me, which was every Friday piece. She taught me so much about myself, so much about life in general, and being present, being patient, and yeah, I can't thank her enough for that. I really truly believe she gave us more than we gave her without even knowing.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna. Like they said, it was such a delight working with Miss Delilah this semester. Every single Friday after art therapy, I would call my mom and my grandpa first thing and tell them about the session we had and how sweet Miss Delilah was. Seriously, just talking to her every single time just like made me feel so like warm and just loved. Also, we all wrote poems about our friends, and in one of my poems I wrote that if Miss Delilah was a color, she would be the color yellow. You can kind of tell from my recording. But yellow is just such a happy, warm color, and that's exactly how I feel around Miss Delilah. Also, something I think is cool is Delilah has always been a very important name to me, because growing up, my mom and I had a song, and it was called Hey There Delilah. And also, we named my childhood dog after that song. And also, my Sunday school teacher, growing up all throughout elementary school, her name was Miss Delilah. So I've just got another addition to the special Delilah.
I'll grab her bag and pull her book and quilt out for us. There. You know, every group has their own personality. Every small group sort of is, it just gels, and they're all different. And that one was summarized very well. I mean, I think all the students are summarizing kind of the feel of their small group very well. But then the small groups then interact with the larger groups too. So it's like a wheel within a wheel thing, to quote a biblical reference. But it's really wonderful how that happens. So this is her quilt. It's very lovely. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's a massive fan of flowers.
Yeah.
Blue and yellow.
Some of her art.
That's so pretty. Blue and yellow.
Y'all all wear blue and yellow. That's right. In the book. Yeah, in the book. Yeah. Flip up in the book there for just a second. So we got.
One foot of the picture.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Some of her art in there. Things the students have written.
Yeah, we really wrote a lot about her.
Yeah. So there's a
We
lot.
had a lot to
You know, the
say.
thing is
Seriously.
the students, even though we don't know people that long, 7 or 8 sessions, 7 sessions, they really get a good idea of who somebody is. And then you don't have to know all the facts about somebody. What you have to be is present with somebody. You have to be there with them, and you can know them at a depth without knowing where they were born or, that sort of thing. So that when we first started doing this, the students thought, oh, I'm not able to get enough information. We eventually realized it's not about information. It's about friendships, about presence, it's about centering, it's relationships. So, very good. Great job, guys. Great job. Thank you, Mr. Hall. All right, Mr. Carol Ballard's group, come on up.
I just want to say that I did not know what to expect coming into this class. I kind of just took this class because I had to. I didn't know what it was at first, and then whenever I heard art therapy, I was like, oh, what is art therapy? And I just did not expect to get out of what I did from this class. Miss Carol, thank you so much for sharing some of your life with us and some of your stories, and I've really enjoyed getting to know you. Even though we only had a short amount of time together, I'm just very thankful that I got to spend it with you.
Oh.
I was really excited for this class coming in, and it truly has met and exceeded every single expectation that I could have had, and it's genuinely been one of the best experiences I've had in college so far. And a huge part of that was just being able to spend time with you, Miss Carol, and just being able to learn from you I was so inspired by your love for your family and your gentleness, your kindness, your patience, and your humility as well. And also I feel like I just really learned that the important thing when you're with another person is just to be with them. It's not necessarily about what you say or what you do, but just being able to be there with one another, and that's 100% something that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. So I'm very grateful for you spending this time with us.
And now they have something for you. They're going to bring your gift bag back to you and give you some of those things. One of my favorite memories with Miss Carol was when we had music day, and Mr. Don did our music, and Carol was right in my line of sight, and she was singing all the songs. I mean, she knew all the words to all those songs. I mean, any decade, you got it. She was singing them. And so we enjoyed watching that happen.
Absolutely.
Let's see what that quilt looks like. It's brightly colored. It's beautiful. Look at that. It goes with the top there too. It matches your shirt. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Oh, did you hear that, Glenda?
Let's see, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah. When she saw the quilt, it had so much love in it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She said, I can't talk very well. I can't talk very well, but just when I saw that quilt, I knew that quilt had a lot of love in it, so much love.
That's lovely, and look at that beautiful art. That was some of our shaving cream art. That's one of our favorite things to do, and she did that. It's gorgeous and colorful, just like the quilt. That's some of the little clay art. Look at the little guy, the little stick figures there that we made with the clay.
I was there inspiration on that.
You were there inspiration on your stick figure. Yeah, that's right. Weighs 135 pounds, soaking wet. Let's give Miss Carol a hand and her family a hand and her students. We really appreciate it, Miss Carol. Last but not least, we have Mr. Johnny Lawrence's group over here. Y'all come on up and give a talk here.
I'm Johnny Lawrence.
You Johnny Lawrence, I know you are. You're Johnny, Mr. Johnny. Have a seat if you want to.
I go by another name.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
But I know what it is.
What do you?
I'm not going to say. I think I know what it is. Yeah, Bobby Bowden. They're going to probably say this, but turn around, Mr. Johnny. We feel like Mr. Johnny looks like the famous football coach from Florida State, Bobby Bowden. Y'all think that's like Bobby Bowden? I think he's a spitting image, but a little bit better looking. Have a seat right there, and these students are going to talk to you a little bit. You want to sit there right there for me?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, they're going to talk to you. Go ahead.
Tell you all the
Just the good stories.
just the good stories.
Yeah.
I've had a really great organizer, and I had all the time that I needed to talk to all the people that I've coached, and Bobby Bowden. But
Yep. That's right.
if I had all the work with Bobby Bowden, like I did with the folks here,
Yes.
they've all done policy and procedures a lot better than I've ever been doing it before.
Well, you'd have a lot of stories to tell, I'm sure. I know, because we've heard some of them, actually. We've heard some of them. How about that, Azim? Have we heard some of his stories?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. I'm Azim, and I just want to say that before I came here, I had no idea how great art is at helping you connect and bond with someone. Through art, I got to learn so much about Mr. Johnny's life and, you know, what he loves, who he loves, and overall, I'm just really grateful that I got the opportunity to spend so much time with him. And it's because of him I really got back into art. You know, every time he did the Bobby Bowden signature, he got better and better at it each time. So that's amazing, and I just think that overall, I can't think of anything that could really top this. This class and getting to spend time with him has hands down been the best part of not just the semester, but my entire time I've been here at UA.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much. I'm going to try to live up to my coaching. Get it over and done with. But if you have questions that you really want to give and share with, let me know, and I'll try to do the best I can. It's coaching.
We definitely will. We
Okay.
definitely will do that, for sure.
If you need some help in painting some, we get away with it. So
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to come back and visit you, too, matter of fact. And, hey, Reese has something she wants to tell you, too. Let's talk to Reese, see what she's got to say.
Hey, I'm Reese, and I just want to start with saying that this semester for me was already a healing semester, and I didn't realize what this class was either when I first came in. There you go. Yeah, I didn't realize what it was either, and then I figured out, and I was like, well, this is either gonna go one of two ways. But anyway, started every Friday, just with so much laughter and just like can't stop smiling once I leave and everything. You know, it's just like the crazy weeks that we all have as college students. It's such a good way to like close a week and just be happy for the rest of the weekend and gets you good spirits on Monday. So thank you, Mr. Johnny, for helping all of us have good spirits like you do. Because Lord, we know you got them.
Thanks a lot, and we'll be back. We mostly want to go fishing.
I can say that's the truth with me too. I wish I was going to go fishing.
My name's Caden Smoot. First off, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Johnny. He just always has a way of lighting up a room and telling good stories. Some fishing stories and some truth to them. But we always had a good time together and cut up a little bit. But he really taught me the importance of, listening and also having good patience. My mom always used to tell me I have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So, but this experience has been special, and it's just hearing Dr. Potts' story and how much it means to him. It's just been a great experience, and I'll forever hold it close to my heart. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Madison. Well, this semester hasn't been that easy for me, but every Friday coming here, it's made me feel comfortable. It makes you leave with a better sense of yourself as a human. Mr. Johnny, I don't know how many people have recently told you this, but thank you for your time and your service in the military. You have made all of us a better person. Thank you for coming in here and teaching us how to laugh, how to make jokes. One of my favorite memories is how Mr. Johnny was drawing himself, and I asked him what were all these dots on his shirt, and he said it was his chest hair. Yeah. Thank you for giving your life to us and telling us about it and spending your Fridays with us. Thank you, Mr. Johnny.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mr. Johnny, they got some gifts for you. They're going to get a gift bag for you.
Okay.
And they'll walk you back there and kind of pull some of that stuff out for y'all to look at. They've got some books about you and everything. You want to say something?
Just wanted to say thank you for being here, and I'm probably doing more justice than painting, just everything that you've taught me. Go with me and stay by things I've done, and Bobby Bowden would never be completely all we need to be. Thank you.
There we go. How about it for Mr. Johnny? All right, they're gonna follow you back and give you your gifts here.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah, there's a lot of things we didn't do this semester we talked about doing. One of them was going fishing with everybody. I was about to, Mr. Johnny was inspiring us about fishing, tell us fishing stories, and we thought we might do that whenever we didn't get to do that. But while they're showing Johnny some of his things, just wanted to take an opportunity to thank each and every one of you as family members for letting us work with your loved one this semester. It really means a lot to us, and I hope you can see from what the students have said that it does mean a lot to them. It means a lot to me too, because I know that this opportunity is going to change them, for the rest of their lives, and so they will remember things that you've said. They'll remember the friendship, your kindness toward them, the trust that you've had in them. They'll remember that. That goes a long way. And so I just wanted to say thank you to the family members involved. Look at that wonderful quilt and those books and that art. Yeah. It looks kind of like that chest hair. Is that chest hair? Looks like it.
What does the other side look like?
What's the other side look like? Is that?
It's solid. Yeah,
It's all red. Okay. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
How about a hand for Mr. Johnny and his family and his students?
Mr. Johnny never misses wearing his hat. This is the first time I've seen him without his hat.
He usually has that hat on, that's for
He
sure.
said he got it in the car. He's gonna snag it right when he wear it.
And by the way, you know, he doesn't come on Fridays to Caring Days, and his wonderful wife has brought him down here every Friday for us to work with him. So coming back down here for this, and so we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Very, very much. Well, all of us appreciate so much the opportunity that we've been given to work with each one of you, to make new friends, and to learn about your amazing lives. Each of you have amazing lives and are wonderful people, and we cherish the opportunity to get to know you. We thank you to your families for sharing you with us, and we wish you all the brightest and best moments ahead. And, you know, when my dad started painting, I wasn't doing very well, and so he inspired me and encouraged me when I was struggling, and so I started writing poetry. And so I didn't know anything about writing poetry either. It's like Lester didn't know about painting, but I continued to do it, and I've got poetry running out my ears. And I've sent several of them to the kids, and they probably helped them get to sleep at night. You know, maybe stayed up all night. I don't know. But this is just one that I wanted to share with y'all, kind of about our experience here, and it's called "We Will Cherish Your Stories and Be Brave." Thank you, friends, for your presence here among us. You have come with the colors of your lives, sharing freely and truly your existence. You have shown us the beauty of your souls. You are needed and vital just the way you are. Love has called us to know you in this place. And the spirit of unity that's present now always keeps us together moving on. Priceless treasures of art you have created, breaking down every barrier to life. You have sung your unique and special songs for us. We have listened to hear your hidden voice. By your courage and honor, you inspire us to be all we could ever hope to be. As we face every challenge life prepares for us, we will cherish your stories and be brave, because you are brave. So we honor you, we thank you, we love you, we consider you friends, and we hope that you consider us friends too. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for everyone involved. Thank you to Caring Days. Have a wonderful night and be safe going back home.
Moonlight and magnolia, starlight in your hair, all was a dream come true. Did it really happen? Was I really there? Was I really there with you? We lived our little drama. We kissed in a field of white, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I can't forget the glamour. Your eyes held a tender light, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I never planned in my imagination a situation so heavenly. A fairyland where no one else could enter. In the center, just you and me, till my heart beats just like a hammer. My arms wound around you tight, and stars fell on Alabama last night. Our little drama, we kissed in a field of wine, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I can't forget the glamour your eyes held tender light, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I never planned in my imagination a situation so heavenly, a fairyland where no one else could enter, and in the center, just you and me. My heart beat just like a hammer, my arms wound around you tight, and stars fell on Alabama last night.